Hey friends, if you just took a breath, give thanks to God because that was a gift. Hey, you just took another one. Give thanks. That was a gift. Okay, I'm going to be addressing a topic that is, I think, extremely important, and it's one about which there is massive misunderstandings today. All right, so pay attention and chew on this. The question that I'm addressing comes out of this email here. I get this kind of question quite a bit, more and more it seems over the years. He says, neurological studies, and by the way, I had read this a few blogs ago, I'm just repeating it here. Neurological studies suggest that if we have any free will at all, it is very small. Add to this evidence that we're genetically determined as well as sociologically conditioned, and it seems our volition, if we have any at all, is very, very slight. And so this person's wondering, how can you build an entire theological system around such a weak and shaky concept? Now, I don't build my entire system around this, around the concept of free will. But I'll talk about that in a different blog. It is true that free will plays a significant role in my system of thought, so I want to address this topic. I find this is a misunderstanding that even some top-level philosophers make. And so lean in on this and you'll know something that I think some top-level philosophers are screwing up. Look, people think that the evidence that we're genetically and neurologically conditioned and psychologically conditioned and sociologically conditioned, and I would add spiritually conditioned, the influence of spiritual forces, they think that that undermines free will. And I take all these conditioning together and gosh, it seems like we just got very, very, very little, if any, say-so, any free will. I want to argue that that, in fact, is muddled thinking, all right? Free will is our potential to go this way or that way in any given moment. It's the degree to which it is genuinely up to us to determine this or that. We are free in any moment to the degree that we are facing genuine possibilities about which we can choose otherwise. All right, the power to choose otherwise. Now, let's grant, for the sake of argument, and I think it's a pretty reasonable supposition, that in any given moment, we are 99.9% determined. The degree to which it is genuinely up to us to go this way or that way in any moment is very, very slight, 0.1%. Let's grant that. But that does not at all undermine free will or the significance of free will. Here's a nifty little, I'm just so good at graphics here, okay? Let's see if you can follow this. Here's a little chart. Now look at it, try to follow this. Let this be your life, and this is the degree to which you're determined. See these lines? You're 99.9% determined. The domain of your say-so, the degree to which things are genuinely up to you, is only 0.1%. That little tiny domain, this way or that way, all right? Okay, well, granted, in this moment, you're 99.9% determined. But see, every choice opens up new possibilities and closes others. And so you can see, you can chart the domain of your choices throughout a day as these kind of branching trees. And if you play out all the little decisions you make thousands of decisions every day, well then the potential for difference that your choices make is actually, extremely significant. If you were to choose the outer extremity of all your choices on the branching tree line of your choice possibilities, you could end up on this extreme or on this extreme. Now, in all probability, usually I'm assuming, we choose somewhere in between. So if you follow this red trajectory here, this is a normal day where you choose to take out the dog, and then you go for a walk, you run the car, you get a job. Oh, there you go. Okay, see, so that'd be a normal day, somewhere between this extreme. But the potential difference is on these extremes. You might think of your life as sort of an enactment of chaos theory. The slightest change down here can make a massive change up here. Now, this is for one day. Play this out over a lifetime. You make choices every day throughout your life, and now you can see how your free will decisions, even though they're minuscule in any moment, add up over a lifetime to a very significant potential for variation. The power to choose otherwise, played out over a day, over a lifetime, becomes very significant. Now add to that we live in a cosmos where we've had a myriad of free agents, both human and angelic, making choices over their lifetimes. Every one of those choices, in any moment, being largely determined, but opening up some possibilities and closing others. and all of them having a little bit of effect on the way things come to pass. Free will is our ability to have say-so in what comes to pass. And when you play it out for the entire population of free agents, human and angelic, over the course of the cosmos, you can see how free will makes a significant cosmic difference in what comes to pass. Here's why that's important. I want to argue that every aspect of creation that doesn't reflect the benevolent, loving character of the Creator as revealed in Jesus and quintessentially revealed on the cross, every aspect of creation that falls short of that is the result of the decisions of free agents other than God. And see, as you look at this world, there's a whole lot that doesn't reflect the loving character of God as revealed in Jesus. A lot. But see, that's okay because I've just showed you how free will played out over the history of the cosmos can make that much of a difference. All right? And so free will is significant in your life, and free will is significant in understanding the cosmos, even though in any given moment, the domain of your free will is very, very, very small. Genetic studies, the way we're genetically determined and sociologically determined, neurologically determined, psychologically determined, sociologically determined, spiritually determined, all of those things, we're not determined by those things, but they're influences. But all of those studies, they don't threaten free will at all. In fact, in my next blog, I'll show you that free will actually presupposes that we're mostly determined. But that'll wait for tomorrow. Till then, God bless. Live in love as Christ loved you and gave his life for you. Take care.